does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
And then in terms of Dave Chapelle, I've also heard some other stupid shit coming from black folks. Here's this one. Tell me what y'all think about this.
Okay.
We shouldn't listen to anything Dave Chapelle says because he's involved in an interracial relationship.
Oh my gosh. Here we go again. Matter of fact, we talked about this Sunday too, kind of. Oh, not Sunday. I think it was like a few days ago.
But I'm so happy that these people are not in charge. That's why I don't take it too seriously, because I always say, like, when I hear people talking like that, I'm like, thank God that you're not in charge.
Right.
That's all I'll say. I'm just thanking the creator that you are not in charge.
Right.
Because only somebody that's myopic and one-dimensional would try saying some stupid shit like that. Because what they fail to realize is that I don't think they understand how the term ally works. You can be my ally. It don't mean we fucking.
Right.
It don't mean I'm marrying you. It don't mean I'm even inviting you over for dinner.
Yeah.
It just means that on this particular issue, we agree. That's all it means.
Yeah.
So if you as a black person say that you are for black folks having a land of their own, creating and developing infrastructure and having a nation of their own, and there's a white person that says, you know what? I agree with that. Man, fuck you, devil. I don't want to hear what you got to say. That's gonna be your reaction when somebody actually fucking agrees with you. And just because they agree with you, does that mean that, oh, now we've accepted them into the fold? Now you're a brother. No.
Right.
Take the win. Take the W.
Take the W.
Somebody on the opposite side says, yeah, black folks should have a land of their own. And you're going to go against that. Like I said, it's just stupid. That's I had that series a while ago I did on Facebook called Are You Uncompromising or a Dumbass?
Yeah.
And I created some scenarios. And one of the scenarios was, if you go to jail and you're in trial, but you're anti-LGBTQ or anti-homosexual, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the guy who can give testimony to prove your innocence is a flaming homosexual. I'm talking RuPaul on RuPaul Squared.
RuPaul Squared. You need to stop.
RuPaul Squared. Twisting his neck. All of the stereotypes that you think of when it comes to gay
Drag
people.
Race, RuPaul's Drag Race,
all of that.
Yeah.
He can give testimony to set you free. Are you gonna, on principle, tell the judge to throw his testimony out of the thing because you're against homosexuality? Or are you gonna let him testify so your ass can be free?
I'm gonna let him testify.
Which one is it?
I'm gonna let him testify.
But
so
these idiots would go, nah, son. Nah, I can't have no gay dude up there talking for me, son. Give me them joints.
Give me them joints.
Give me them joints. All right, nigga. Life.
So
life.
Remember, I know we probably gonna get demonetized with this. Well, we ain't getting no comment anyway. But
no.
but here's the thing I'm gonna say. He says they're anti-LGBT out of jail, but in jail they gonna make them LGBT.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! He went there. He went there.
I said it was gonna get demonetized. Hey, remember, hey y'all,
shit.
remember when?
Say goodbye to
Hey,
800 subscribers.
hey, remember when Little Bootsy did it with Derek Chauvin? He was like,
Yeah.
some calls would have been made, and people were like the booty bandits, the rectum rangers, the tushy
Oh my
tears.
gosh,
All of
man.
that. All of that.
Fly guy said, why do you think guys think some black people harp on interracial relationships so much? I personally don't care, but this seems to be a trigger to people for some reason.
Ooh, can I answer
Can I
that?
address let me address just a little bit of what we've
Are
been
you
talking
done?
about, y'all.
All right.
Remind me to go
That
back to that because I really want to answer
we
that
can go
question.
there now. We can go there now because I'm about to slide right into it. And it's the issue that I have with the entire thing. Like personally, I, you know how nowadays we got all these intersectionalities and call me B and they and all this shit. I'm like, I don't care who y'all are, as long as you are black, I have your back. It's as simple as that with me. Now, if you are black, except the first thing you want to talk about is your gender. If you're black and the first thing you want to talk about is that, oh, I'm a felon. If you black and the only thing you want to talk about is your individuality in that blackness and you're not thinking about the whole, then you need to get with those people who are thinking like that, and that's fine. However, don't come to a place where we're saying we're for all black people and we want to help build a nation for all black people, and you just want to talk about your individuality. That's not what we do. And what these people do is they harp on these things because they're more popular, they get more views. That's why they want to talk about interracial relationships, because people get all excited and passionate and want to talk about that. And what we do is ignore our collective problems. What we do is ignore the
Mhm,
problems that take actual work to figure out. What
mhm,
we do is try to ignore anything that will take. It takes nothing. It takes no organization to literally have a whole town hall meeting about interracial relationships. You will have 1,000 people there. It takes no organization to get everybody to get together and get their panties and underwear and bras and socks wrapped up in a bunch about some gay issue. It takes it takes no intellectual nothing. It is really easy to get the public and the people excited about these issues. But what we continue to do is ignore our real issue. We ignore the issues that we need to solve. We ignore making effective change. Back to that. That's why we want to talk about everything around everything, all social issues, except what we gonna do about the future of our people. You
true.
ask that question, and literally people will go to, well, what about the gay people? What about these interracial relationships? I don't want them in it. It's like, what are you talking about? Let's get something. Let's get some power of our own. Then
Yeah.
we could talk about whatever you want to when we're in control. We want to talk about everything that we have no control over. Who
You know
people
what's
fucking.
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that? People like, well, what we gonna do about the inner? Let's be. There's no such thing as purity. Okay, let's be real. Like that's the thing. Like too many of these people have an idealistic perspective and not a pragmatic, realistic perspective. The
Mm,
reality of it is there are going to be white people, there's going to be Asian people, there's going to be Arab people in the nation. They're going to be moving there to do business or to work at university. It's called being pragmatic. And that's the thing that distinguishes us from these other organizations. We're not idealistic. We're not unrealistic. We're realistic. We're like, listen, like Holip said, if a white person wants to move here and they're willing to defend the interest of our country, why would I oppose them? That doesn't make any sense. They literally agree, yeah, we believe in your country and we wanna help you out or we wanna support you. And you're gonna focus on their identity rather than the interest and what you need. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the only thing like that we require, you got to bring something to the table. Because first of all, we building a nation for descendants of the transatlantic slave trade and diaspora Africans who don't have a home that they can call their own. So if you're going to come into our nation, you better be bringing something to the table that's helping us as a people. This ain't the fucking
No,
Bahamas for white people.
no, Holip, no, Holip. I want to talk about polygamy. Can I have 17 wives, nigga? That's what I
Oh
want to
yeah,
talk
all
about.
that bullshit. Oh wait, let me
That's
address
what I
that
want to talk
question.
about.
that question that he asked.
All right.
Is that the one that's on the screen?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. The reason why, and I'm so happy he asked that because now I can get into it.
He's so childish.
The reason why they care so much about this shit is simple. They have low self-esteem and insecurity. The reason why your
Oh,
Mojo
wow.
can talk the way he does is because he's secure within himself as a black person. So he doesn't have to play these who's blacker than who games, because that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
What they're trying to do is establish who's the blackest. So they have these who is the blackest conversations. Like, so listen, if you sleeping with this, if you got an interracial relationship, you ain't really black. It's like, well, what the fuck does that have to do with this scenario?
Mm.
We got an engineer who's a top engineer in the world for designing airports. He likes what we're doing, likes the idea that black folks finally have a nation of their own, and says, you know what? Since I'm the top guy in this field, I want to make you guys the most technologically advanced airport in the world.
Mm.
But he's involved in an interracial relationship. So we go, man, fuck you, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You ain't black.
Airport my ass.
Like I said for the billionth time. I've said this like the billionth time. Whenever there's a black Trump supporter who's willing to cave for Donald Trump, white folks will put them on the screen in a heartbeat. They don't care that the person is black or non-white. If they cave it for Donald Trump, they will gladly put them on. How many times you see Candace Owens, Larry Elder?
Jabari. White people will make us president. Think about that.
Yeah.
They will make us president of their country. That's how comfortable they are knowing that you are my bitch.
Oh shit.
Because it's about having power, and they understand power. They understand power, and they understand where they need to let people in. And they understand when to let people in and when to say, no, you still a nigga.
Yep.
How about that?
Mm.
Also, because we built the system, because the system is designed for us, anybody who works in our country is going to work for the interest of our people, because they won't get elected if they don't do it. That's why Barack Obama was having to cape for white folks, because you can't win an election in America without white votes.
Let me give you another example of how comfortable white people are with us in positions of power and how they understand what real power is. The head of the Department of Justice can technically put charges against war criminals. I think it's fair to say that George Bush and his crew committed countless acts of war criminal acts, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They were so comfortable that they weren't going to be punished. They put a black man in charge of the Department of Justice. Forget Obama. They put a black man in charge of the Department of Justice because that's how confident they were that nothing was going to happen to them.
Yeah.
You see how this goes? You see how this works?
Yeah. And everybody listening to this and everybody who hear this, I really want them to understand that the BAIO, our main objective is to obtain power for black people.
All right.
And here's the deal, y'all. I promise you, us four on this live stream and the few of us who are always talking week after week outside of YouTube, the stuff that y'all don't hear, us as a collective do not have the resources and the capital to get that power. We need people. People makes power. It's a system. And that's what we want. That's why we're not on here straight up. We did this as almost like a spoof skit. Let's talk about the LGBTQ and Dave Chapelle. This is nothing that y'all ever hear us talking about. We don't talk about the latest celebrity news and everything. We do it amongst ourselves and laugh at it like, look at us going all down a rabbit hole about some bullshit that has nothing to do about us having power. But we realize that we need people. We need people to obtain this power. That's why, but we do understand it, but we never we never hone in on it. We say stuff like, why when somebody say something about the Jews, they get canceled, but you could talk about killing black people all day in rap music? Because we don't have any power and we don't desire it. You don't see the people come together and say, you know what, I'm tired of y'all talking about selling dope in black communities and killing black people and abusing black women. We're not listening to that anymore. We don't do that. We clap and shake our ass to it. But you say one thing about a Jew, one thing about killing a police or something, literally the album is off the counter. It's not being distributed anymore. Literally, because they have power and they care about that power.
You can't compare to the status right here. Legendary worldwide, we can battle right here. Listen, Junior, I'ma tear back your wig. This ain't TV, but I'll show you what a fear factor is. Stop grilling me, and all that fronting is killing me. You leave me no choice but to hurt your feelings, G. About to slap rappers around the bruise.